Hey y'all, on this old rainy day, I don't know why I'm craving them, but I'm craving dry beans. So I've got me a big pot right here of the Great Northerns, and I put me one slice of bacon in it. And it's early in the morning, but I'm fixing to put these on because they take a long time to cook. I'm gonna slow cook them over there on the stove, and I'm gonna make me some cornbread, and I'm gonna get back with y'all later when they're just about done. I love Great Northerns, and I know you do too, don't you? Good for you. Y'all, when they come to a rolling boil like that, just turn them down really super low to maybe, I'm gonna turn mine down to 2, and I'm gonna put a top on it. Now this is something that's really important when you're cooking dry beans. They soak up the water that you've put in there. So they will cook dry if you don't watch it. So when I put my top on here, I'll come back every now and then and check and see if I need to add more water. Now I added a lot of water, but those beans are gonna soak it up. Okay, y'all, our beans are ready. Our Great Northerns are ready, and they smell so good. My kitchen smells so good. It's raining outside, and I'm in for the day. I'm gonna make me some bread. You know, sometimes when I make cornbread for y'all, I make the crunchy kind. Well, I don't want the crunchy kind today because I'm gonna crumble my cornbread in my bean soup at some point, maybe tonight. I'm with them plain today. All right, I'm just gonna put some olive oil here. You can use whatever kind of oil you want. You can heat your skillet up or not heat it up. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And today I'm not. So I'm just gonna put some olive oil in there like that. And do it around a little in my black skillet. Don't y'all like a good old rainy day sometimes when you can't go anywhere and you know nobody's coming to see you and you just here by yourself? I do. I had to pull my hair back. It was getting in my way. What I'm using today, I'm going to use the self-rising cornmeal. That means I'm not going to put any salt. I'm not going to put any soda. I don't have to put anything. I'm going to use this right here, the self-rising white lily cornmeal, so I don't have to add anything. I just got that bag out to show you because I don't keep it in that bag. My light bulb went out. That's why this is here. And I got to buy another light bulb. But anyway, here's my cornmeal container right here. So I'm going to get out a couple of scoops. So that would probably equal close to maybe a cup, 3/4 of a cup, something like that. I'm going to make a little thin type of cornbread. I'm not going to make it real thick today. I've got out some buttermilk. I prefer to use the whole buttermilk, but this is not. This is low fat. I want the fat. I want the fat in mine. Sometimes I use 1 egg. Sometimes I use 2. These look a little small. They were given to me. So I'm going to use 2 of them. I'm going to crack them and put them in here just to make sure they're good. You're supposed to do that when you got yard eggs, they say. That one looks super good. I love cornbread with my beans, y'all. I mean, I've got to have it. I surely do. I've got my oven set on 400 degrees. Now I'm going to put in my buttermilk. And I'm just going to pour a little bit at a time in there to see what I need. You can't take it out. But you can sure put it in, can't you? Okay, it looks a little dry. See there? Kind of clumpy. I don't want it like that. I want it a little bit soupier than that. So it'll spread out a little bit on my pan. Okay, let me look at that. Mix your egg up real good in there now. Some people put a teaspoon of sugar in theirs. Still a little bit thick for me. I want it just a little thinner. I don't. I have done it, but I don't really care for it in there. I like mine just plain old cornmeal. All right, there we go. Now take your skillet and put it in there. Some people put their grease in their cornbread they've got left over. I'm not doing that either. So I have done that too. I mean, you can't mess up with cornbread. You just cannot. All right, we're going to put our cornbread in a 400-degree oven. I've got something else in there. Let me get it out. I think it's where I cooked my egg this morning. It is. I cooked me 2 eggs this morning, and so I put my skillet in there because I didn't want to wash it. I'm going to use it again in the morning. Okay, got our beans done. Now then, we are going to have an onion with our beans. And y'all been looking at those onions right there on the wall for, I don't know, maybe a month at least. So I'm going, what you do, this is pantyhose, and you put each onion in a different pantyhose. And then when you get ready, you just cut the bottom one off. And it hasn't touched anything else. So therefore it should be good. I don't know how long it's been there, maybe more than a month. Throw this away and save your old runny pantyhose. Your hoses. Hardly anybody wears them anymore, do they? I know I don't. I used to, though. When I first started wearing hose as a teenager, they were the kind you had to have a garter belt with. You young folks don't even know what that is. You don't even know what it is. Anyway, you know my 2 big old long knives. I have misplaced them. I have no idea what I've done with them. I don't know, but they're around here somewhere. I mean, they don't have legs. They can't walk off. Have you ever heard of that? I'm going to have an onion with my cornbread and my... All right, let's see how it looks. Looks good, doesn't it? See there? So if you're... You know, a lot of times I'll put my onions over there in that basket. And they go bad because they're touching each other. If you can keep things separated, it works better. I know that my pear tree down there that I have in my orchard, let me cut the other end of this off. I don't like how that's working. There we go. My pear tree in my orchard, at the end of the season, I can cut that, I can pull off all my pears, wrap each one in a napkin, paper napkin or paper towel or newspaper or something. And I can take that bottom drawer of my refrigerator and wrap each pear individually and put them in that drawer where they're actually not touching each other. And I have eaten pears at Christmas time in December. Because if you keep them from touching each other, your shelf life of your vegetables or fruit or whatever you've got is going to be much, much longer. If y'all didn't know that, I didn't charge you extra for that. All right, I'm going to cut kind of thick slices because I'm going to eat it along with my beans. I need to sharpen this knife too. It's dull as... Oh, some of y'all told me what wheat leather was the other day. You know, I said my mother always said this is dull as wheat leather. No, this one's better. It's when they're tanning leather. It's got to do with the process of doing your leather, getting it ready for belts and shoes, whatever. I sure do miss my knife. I got to find that thing. It's in this house somewhere. I'm bad to walk outside and cut off a plant with it. Like I'm rooting something. I'm bad to do that. And I probably did it and just laid it out there somewhere in the dirt. I'll have to bring it in and get the rust off of it. All right, here are our onions. We got our beans done. Let me bring you over there and let you see them. Our cornbread's in the oven, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to eat on my cornbread. I had to put this on the top of it to get it off. All right, let's see what we got here. Where's my spoon? It's over here. Let me go get it. Y'all are just having to walk with me, aren't you? Here you go. Here are your dried Great Northerns. And y'all, they are so good. You see how creamy that juice looks in there? That's about the amount of juice that you need to have in there. I put a little bit of salt. I didn't put much, but I put some salt in it and 1 piece of bacon. And y'all know that your dry beans, they're a meat substitute. In other words, they're high in protein. They're high in protein. And they're good for your heart. That's what my heart people always told me when I was in my 20s. That's what they told me. I'm out of olive oil. I got to buy me some more of that. We're going to put this on our cornbread. This is jalapeno jelly. And you can take that pepper jelly, y'all, and smear some on the top of your cornbread and eat it with your beans or your squash or whatever. It is so good like that if you've not tried it. Some of you, the only way you know to use pepper jelly is to put it on top of cream cheese and, eat it with crackers, like a hors d'oeuvre or an appetizer. Well, you need to try this. Smear it on top of that cornbread when you're eating your vegetables, and you will love it. Another way I like to do it, I like it on ham. Sliced ham. I like pepper jelly on sliced ham. Well, I'll be back in just a minute. Just as soon as our cornbread gets ready, we'll eat some. Okay, our cornbread's ready. And y'all, what I did is I put me a little platter in the oven just for a minute so it would get warm. It felt like that the thing was cold as a wedge. I'm telling you, my mother had so many things that she said. All right, here it is. Here's your cornbread. I'll turn it down a little bit where you can see a little better. There you go. Here's the cornbread. And I don't know if it's stuck or not. You're not supposed to cook anything in your cornbread skillet except cornbread. And it looks like it wanted to stick a little bit. I wanted this to be soft. Let's see if it will be. Oh yeah, that looks good. Looks good, y'all. Okay, let's fix our plate. I know y'all were here eating with me because it is so good. Let's get us some beans to start with. I'm gonna get that piece of bacon in there. I can find the rest of it. I only put in 1 piece, but it tore up in there. Give me some juice. I'm gonna eat the main juice tonight with the cornbread. Okay, let's get us a slice of onion. Some onions. Let's fix us a wedge of cornbread. And I am going to put the pepper jelly on top of it because it'll be so good. This was given to me by a follower. She doesn't have any peppers in it. It's just the jelly. I leave my peppers in mine when I make it. Put that on top of your cornbread, darling, and you will not believe how good it's going to be. You can eat pepper jelly on more things than just cream cheese. I know that. All right, here's you a platter of goodness. A platter of good food for you. There is not a thing on here that's not wonderful. So, I'm going to taste it for you. Got me a spoon and a... Come on up here. We're gonna taste this stuff. It's gonna be so good. These are your Great Northerns, and they're really tender, but I cooked them all morning. I love stuff like this. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. Thank y'all for being with me. Cook you some dry beans. I love the pintos too. Well, I love them all. I love the big white butter beans. I love the pintos. I love the white northerns. I like navy beans. I like them all. Black eyed peas, I like those too. So in this video, the other day we did a little video on whether you liked gizzards or livers fried. Well, the livers won. They won. Now let's do our dried beans. Any dried bean that you like, just vote on one of them, whichever one. I'm not saying, because there's probably, let's don't put 15 bean soup in it though, in the choosing, because that's got all the beans in it and we all love that. So let's don't put that. Let's just put the plain beans. You know, your pintos, your great northerns, your navy beans, your cranberry beans, just any kind like that you want, butter beans, whatever. And we'll see who wins it, okay? We'll do us a survey like we did the other day.